So my name is Sara Mcmahan. I am a physical therapist, also the owner of the Team Approach, which is a pediatric multidisciplinary clinic who provides services for kids with disabilities and their families. We provide occupational therapy, speech therapy, physical therapy, as well as aquatic therapy and feeding therapy. I think prior to that, I was a therapist. I wouldn't say like a typical therapist that was giving home programs that were 10 pages long, that had all of these expectations of families that now that I know better was a little more unrealistic. Once I started to be involved in family to family, it really gave me that perspective that disability affects the whole family and really the whole community. And that to accomplish my job, there were so many different aspects that I was missing to be able to really accomplish the things that I wanted to accomplish with the kids that I saw. If I go back and I think about one of the, one of those moments that you always remember, it was when there was a presentation by Kathy Snow. And she had a very different perspective on the importance of therapy in children's lives. And it was a really hard thing to take at first because for the first time, somebody told me that I was not the most important thing in a child's life with a disability. It was information that I really needed to hear. I also needed to hear the perspective of what it felt like to have a disability and to hear the word disability and of all the connotations that came with that. I always felt like I was respectful of that, but I feel like going through that process and meeting the people I have through family to family gave me a different perspective on how to be more respectful to the families and that I work with. Family to family has just had such a profound effect on even how the business was created. The systems that we have in place, the processes that we do, are all geared towards supporting the family as a whole. And that is really something that I particularly got from my involvement in family to family. So we provide time to our therapists for going to ARDS meetings with the kids. And because I think that we have a perspective to give to the schools that they don't necessarily get, we're really there to support them in every way. And I think that again, is a philosophy that came directly from family to family. I think one of the other concepts that I really gained from family to family was that presumed competence piece. That was a term that was brought really early on, and it was really in every aspect of what I do now. I always have that in the back of my head. I have that presumed competence. Every child I come across, I see them as a competent person and try to put all of those supports in place to support that competence and to presume that that's there. You can give them websites, you can give them books to read, but to have people who are either going through it with them or have been there before is a totally different perspective for the families. And I think that it's a really important resource to be able to give to families, to say, hey, call down there, see what they have, see if they have time to see you. And they always have come away saying, thank you for getting me involved. Thank you for giving me that number. I feel more confident now. I feel like I'm not going through it alone. That continues to be one of the most important aspects of family to family. It wasn't created as a typical support group, and that was always very important to the people that founded Family to Family, was a place to move forward. And it's like, this is where we are, and we need to have information to move forward and not be stuck where we are. We need to now take this information, support each other to go forward and live our lives the best that we can. That was what I've always really liked about Family to Family, because I think families feel that. they feel that, okay, now I can do something. They feel empowered to take that information, those resources, and to move forward.